I think what motivated me to start H.U.B. I was in a crisis. I saw 500,000 people walk into a refugee camp that didn't exist the day before. They were forced there through floods and cyclones. I knew that the United Nations had run out of food and a food program. I knew that the non-profits were not equipped with food or resources. And yet I found myself in the circumstance of my life surrounded by caregivers, and I knew that I couldn't be ignorant to my own belief. And so I picked up the telephone. I had my own circle of brilliance and contacted those people, the distributors of food, Larry Jones, the supplier of food, a company called Nourish the Children. I moved food from China to Mozambique and fed the refugees in the camp. In that moment, I knew that humanity unites brilliance. So what motivated me was not being ignorant to my belief. What motivated me was the passion that I could make a difference, regardless of the fact that I was already executive director with patrons like Nelson Mandela and Brad Pitt and Sir Richard Branson and John Paul DiGiorgio, who are two incredible businessmen, never held back by limiting beliefs. But I saw so many organizations trying to raise so much money to create impact in the world, and so many stars, and so many issues like the natural disasters. And I also saw from that the confusion that's rampant in the world. What impact am I having? What difference is it having anyway? Where is my giving going to? Why is it seems that every time we give $1 trillion like we have to Africa, another trillion is needed? Questions like, is feeding just a band-aid on a hemorrhaging wound? What happens when you put food together with water, together with health, together with land eco self-sustainment and technologies, which I knew were really important, because as executive director of the Mineseeker Foundation, we'd already reduced demining from $1,000 to $3 just because we knew where a landmine was. Until then, people were being blown up, going off trying to find money to demine. The United Nations didn't have money to do that either. Governments didn't want to take responsibility for the landmines because they put them there in the first place. So what all of this meant was the pieces of jigsaw puzzles were being put on my table purposefully through the action of my life. And then one day I said, enough. There must be another way. And in that moment, Humanity Unites Brilliance was birthed.